for instance, an example, you got the Caucasian or whatnot. He's all over the world, right? You know what I'm saying? He's everywhere, man. He got a base all over this place. And so, say in one place, you know, like he's like, okay, he's in the idolized stage, like, yo, I love you, baby, you're the best, ain't nobody for me, it's beautiful here, you know what I'm saying, and this, that, and the third. In another place, he's like, man, I don't even know why I'm even talking to you, man. You know, he's devaluing the other one, man. It's like, you know, because he done already got all the attention that's needed up out of there, all the resources and everything, because when you're dealing with supplies, you want to have these things for different resources. You're using it for different resources. And then you got another one that's in the discard stage. Like, yo, man, I'm getting rid of your ass. You know what I'm saying? And that was like, why? I did everything for you. Didn't I do this? And all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I did your whatever. You asked me. You know what I'm saying? A person will go drop down in their lower self dealing with these people and realize that they're like a bowl with a hole in it, and you try to fill it up with water, that shit just keep draining out. You turn around and be like, damn, I thought I filled this shit up, but you didn't. Well, you did, but they gave it away. They gave what you fill up away. You filled something up with love and compassion in the cup, you know what I'm saying? It just leaked right out like it was nothing to them, you know what I'm saying? So, and this is like the culture group that's what we're going around the world. We just gave that example or whatnot, because in certain places, the Caucasian is in the idolized stage with people, like, you know, like even with his own, like, you know, like even Hawaii a little bit. You know, they're still in the idolized stage. It's still fresh. It's still a fresh state. Not even like 60 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but then there's other people that's here too. You know what I mean? Other ethnic groups that's here as well. So, you know, so some people but in other places, you know, Caucasian could be in the devalue stage with people. You know what I mean? Like, man, I'm done. I don't even want to deal with you no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be done with you. You know what I mean? You see the discard, it did something to Gaddafi, was on TV and stuff, but still, anyways though, so that's an example with the supply source. So a husband, you know, can do that. A wife could do that she could take a man for everything. Like if she may marry a guy who's seem weaker than her, and this is a female narcissist. Now this is a bad mother. This is a mad mother. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. So she'll marry a man and she'll probably have all the bread, or he can have the bread. You know what I mean? It's just the fact that she would have him as a trophy. And he might be narcissism too. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? It could be two narcissists that can work with each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they so scared to let each other go. They just be competing all the goddamn on time. But it's basically, you know, it's the same thing. She can go through multiple marriages draining men. You know what I'm saying? Men can go through multiple marriages draining women. Or it ain't even got to be the marriage. It can also just be multiple baby mamas, multiple baby daddies, you know, trying to keep supply sources, keep people around where you can keep them where they at, where they can just be in a constant devalue stage, a constant idolized stage. You're a constant discard stage. You know what I mean? So people are in their egos, and when you're dealing with narcissism, man, you're dealing with a false sense of pride. You're dealing with a person who's false sense of confidence. You know what I mean? Like, you can see through them. An empath can see through them motherfuckers quick. Pardon thy language. When you're in the value stage, that's a bad stage to be in with a narcissist. You know what I mean? It's gonna do everything to devalue you. You know what I mean? If you're attached to it, you know, that's when it's like the karmic. You gotta learn your lesson. You know, a narcissist will do your friend, your friend's friend, and put it on live and drink whatever and all this stuff. You know what I mean? It's just like if you're attached. But if you ain't attached and you broke free, that person did that to themselves. Because they don't love themselves all the way, you know what I mean? So they haven't broken their own little so-called narcissism. So yeah, this is what we dealing with on this plane. So it's a lot of people. So you got to know the game. So the game is narcissism, you know, and how to break free from that and stay on the middle path. The middle path. So when narcissists, they get relationships, they're seeing what they can get out of it. They're not trying to misuse a person. They're not it's like, you're going to use people, you're going to use different things, but just don't misuse it. Put it back the way it need to be. You know what I'm saying? Don't just break it when it's done. So they know how to, you know, they're put here. So the Most High don't want, if you look at it in the spiritual aspect, the Most High don't want the Most High doesn't want weakness within itself. So it's gonna apply pressure. Anything that don't rise, gonna fold, and it don't care. So that means that the Most High don't need that part of itself. So this is why it's tested. That's why this is manifested on these planes. So when you see like someone like the Caucasian going around the world, and we know that shit, we just got the Time magazine or Newsweek or whatever that says the 200 most iconic pictures of the century or whatever, and it shows like all these different like destructive things, like the mushroom cloud, the killings and the murder, all it is, the kidnappings and stuff, man. It's just like, shit, you just showing me your world, you know what I mean? This is what it is. And you haven't showed people how to actually end narcissism. They can say it, but they haven't really showed it, and people are benefiting off of their rule. But I have to say it like that, and it doesn't sound like a person is mad. It's just what it is. They are ruling. They were ruling. You know what I mean? They was able to go all over the world, and they misused their rulership. So now the ethnic people are waking up to a point, or the empath, and what an empath is supposed to do in the game is leave the narcissist. Now, what happens? A lot of the times, the narcissists circle back around and hoover. That's another story, They try to go back to the supply that left them. And sometimes it could be another narcissist that left them. But if it's an empath that learned from it, the empath usually never goes back. So the narcissist would be like, God damn. If you're in that state, some of us can have narcissistic traits. That's what dealing with different cultures. Like, some people in the world try to be hard, act like they're hard. They have traits, but you got a full-blown ass psychopathic narcissist running the plane. And so you have to know the game, because the rules change over and over. So when you know the game in narcissism, you know that you don't have to play that game. And the more you try to play, the more the rules change. So you got different ages, man, and different times. So it's very important when you're dealing with, if you're dealing with a narcissist, basically leave them alone. You know what I mean? And we all know, culture-wise, on the plane, who has nothing, no land of nothing, that's being the middleman. We know that who that narcissist is. So as a world leader, there's nothing within their Masonic order. That's for one, because that was just to kind of guarantee you a place in the hereafter, the reset, which is the hereafter, like guarantee you a place of your gene so it can live on, But now they lack the knowledge to keep it, so they're lying now. They don't know how to do it. So you want to get that, and you don't really know too much about the so-called secrets. Or what secrets? You're not even disciplined in your own eating. So we forgot how to eat like humans and shit. So I mean, sex is gratified all over the place. They show it everywhere. They could stop showing porn on. They can make that be. You can charge you for that. But they stopped it. They made it free. So they wanted to mess up people's young kids' minds, man. Children in this day and age. It's crazy. This is in the world of psychopathic narcissism, So in this game, you must know, if you gonna play it, you better play it right. And you ain't gonna play it, then you don't have to. Shit. You just really don't. I mean, if you want to play it, just play it right. You know what I mean? But the rules is gonna always change when you're dealing with a narcissist. Always. And they never take the blame. And when it's a broke record, you can never get past a certain part of the song to make it smooth. You'd be like, damn, that song was grooving, boy. I never can get past that. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. So yeah, y'all. Peace. Tune in and stay tuned. We're gonna be building about narcissism in the black relationships. And also with business relationships. So yeah. we're dealing with the God body supernatural psychology. This is the aspect of the mind, and we got the spirit and soul in the body too, but that's in there. We're just gonna touch on it a little bit, but we're gonna keep it with the mental. All right, so with that being said, I love y'all. Stay tuned and make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll build with y'all later. Be safe. Peace.